What's going on, guys? All right, repeat back here again. And tonight we're back with the NNR Truck Series. We're going to be live from Richmond International Speedway. Should have about 20, 21 trucks on track tonight. Should be pretty good. Really looking forward to it. They are done qualifying, just waiting on them to actually make it back into the lobby. And yeah, gonna get things going. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. Just want to make sure there's no other interruptions. Let's make sure I don't have anything else open. Oh, I know what that was. Okay. Uh, that was a party chat. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but I can absolutely hear it. As soon as I get the invite, we'll make it into the race. So yeah, about 20, 21 trucks on track tonight, and we're gonna keep things. Hopefully, we keep things better than they were last week at Bristol. Bristol was a bit of a caution fest with these guys. A lot of new guys on track. So hopefully, again, we can keep things on the up and up. Um, Let me back out of these. So as I've done the last couple weeks, we're going to get things rolling, get things going with all Madison Rising. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Queen and King, oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land under the praise? fight tyranny. The name of the fray, we are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, just that star spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the home of the
All right, guys, and once again, thank you very much to Madison Rising. Um, if I did see your message there, Mountaineer, please let me know if the audio is any better. I absolutely appreciate it. Just waiting on the invite now. I'm actually gonna let me check back into the guys here on Discord, make sure they don't forget about me. I'll be right there. We go. Never mind. All right, let's go ahead and jump in there.
We have no place to go, we have no place to be. On knees buckling beneath the weight of heavy breathing, calling
All right, how's that now? Sound a little bit better? Or it could just be I'm talking a little bit lower. Feeling a little under the weather tonight, but it's not going to stop us. We're going to get this race from Richmond in the books. Uh, Again, it's going to be about 20, just about 20, 21 trucks on track tonight. All right, perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, NNR Trucks live from Richmond. We're gonna get this race going here in just a second. They're gonna take their normal two pace laps, and then we're gonna head to green. Hopefully this week is not a repeat of last week. Last week's Bristol issues we're a bit unlike NNR's races from the past, but excited to get it going. Looks like we're going to have the two truck of Dooman sitting there on pole with the 47 is Sledgehammer who's outside, 81 is Smitty, and then you got the 5 truck of Little Tank. There's the 45 and then the 12 of Double J. So, yeah, I'm ready to get this rolling. Who do y'all pick to take it all home tonight? Let's get some of our information back up on here, back up on screen too. Here's your points. Here's your community information, and we can't forget our little banner here. All right, so I'm gonna work my way back up front here. Back up to the two truck and Newman. Let's watch as we should be taking them green right here, and yeah, we are green. Sledgehammer to he's gonna kind of get stuck to the outside. The 81 is Smitty rocking those blue and black colors tonight. Truck actually looks really kind of get them going. So far so good. I do see him about 3 wide there in the back. Gonna kind of work my way through the field here just a little bit. A lot of different talk on the different presets for tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see if anybody's going to start breaking loose coming out of Ford for the first time. And we are under a first caution. Not quite sure what that was for. Must have been a little bit further behind everybody because I didn't see it happen on camera unless it happened closer to the front, which is kind of unlikely. Hey, Stout Mountaineer, thank you again for the help. Papa Bear, there's Carol back here in the 9. I have a feeling if I go through and I try to find somebody that's got the damage, I'll know exactly who it was. But we're not going to do that. Stout, you're welcome to join me if you're not racing in it to win it tonight. It's up to you, sir. All right, let's get back up front again. This time to the 45 with Sledgehammer. And there's no pace lap on these restarts. It's all just go straight to green. So we're gonna hit that green flag again. Kind of watch them go through 1 and 2. 47 down low, 5 up high. There's the 45. He's gonna follow the 47 through. Normally I'd talk a little bit more. Kind of a little bit under the weather, so I apologize. I'm still going to try to bring you everything the best that I can. How's the game audio, guys? Does the game sound all right? is going to check out to a little bit, or not check out, but definitely got a little bit of an early lead. 5 little tank, 94, 99 right behind him. And yes, they are 3 wide going into 1 and 2. Guys, you got to realize that you're not going to be able to win this on the first lap. They've got to kind of race the track right now. Figure out what you got, run your line, race each other cleanly, and kind of do what you got to do. But taking it 3 wide this early, it's kind of a mistake. But again, there's a lot of new guys in here. Right now, it looks like the 47 and the 45 are going. Duncani, this is only his 2nd or 3rd race with NNR. He won the Roval a couple short weeks ago, and as I was updating these points earlier, he's actually like very, very close to getting into the top 16 already after a lot of the truck guy or the Cup and Xfinity guys' points were removed. One change in NNR this last week is there will no longer be Cup regulars racing in the Xfinity or the trucks. They're going to leave those guys to get their points on their season and really do everything that they can do to make a name for themselves as the season goes along. But so far, so good. Here's the truck in Double J with the 9 and Carroll right behind him. There's the 88 of Watt Racing and the 6 of Shadilak. Shadilak's the brother to KG Swats. Good to have him. And keep going through. Here's the 69 of Rowdy Burns. Right behind the 13 of Soroka. 19 on the outside. Here comes the 81 of Smitty on the inside. Starting to have a bit of a green flag feel. These guys are starting to get a little spread out, so it's going to be good to see. I'm sure that they've got a little bit of their setup information in with that early caution, but so far, so good. There's 16 to Chaos Outlaw, a little bit of bumper music to that 99, but they're racing pretty hard. Hasty Cripple here in this 21. Again, your series leader and last year's champion, Watt Racing. Yeah, Stout, I hear you, buddy. 37 of Bod Fusion. There's 19 of Horn, your Daytona 500 winner, or Daytona winner, I should say. Here's one of the new guys, KB 420 Racing. Him and there's a guy here named Teams now, which I'm sure I'll see at some point. Yeah. Yes. Now I tell you, it was great to call that race with HD. So yeah, man. Congratulations. You locked yourself into the chase. Couldn't happen to a better guy, and to get it done at one of the most technical tracks on the game, Bristol. So hell of a job, man. Let's see, here's 32 at Baton Racing. 32 is on the outside of the 19 a horn, with the 16 right behind him. There's the Pop Bear, not quite sure what he's got going on, or if he got force pit or what, not sure, but he's definitely off pace for some kind of reason. Nine truck of Carroll. Here's a 99 of Terms. It wasn't teams, it was Terms. Country Girl, I wasn't sure if you were gonna make it. Thank you very much. When Matt said he wasn't gonna make it tonight, wasn't sure if maybe y'all had plans to go do something, but yeah, glad you're here. Here's back to the two and do man. All right, so I'm pretty sure we're back up front here as you see the 47 and 45. Got nope, I'm not doing it, Knights. Got the 47 and 45 up front. 47 is Sledgehammer. 45 is Duncan. Again, your Roval winner. They're really starting to get spread out. Five was getting a little bit of a push there from the 2 and Dumet. I'm not sure if Dumet was just trying to look a little bit lower than the truck up top was willing to go, but now Dumet's gonna try to get under this 5 little tank. He's definitely got the preferred line. Now this might be the preferred line going through 3 and 4, or coming off 3 and 4. 1 and 2, you might actually want that high line, because that walk comes up pretty quick off of 2, as you see right there. But still, it's great racing all the way around. Here's the leaders. I wonder if the 47 might have made a little contact with the wall. 45 is going to take a look on the outside. Now you can keep up a little bit more momentum on the high side going through 1 and 2 than you can in some of these other tracks. So it's interesting to see these guys going to start to duke it out, but they've absolutely got some separation between themselves and the rest of the field. Speaking of the rest of the field, let's go back to 12 with Double J. Soul 6 truck again, a Cadillac. 69, Rowdy Burns, a little bit of fight there from the 2 at Dumet. 69's going to do a little bit of blocking. You better hope that you can make your way through the corner better than the 2 can, because yeah, it is a short track. Not an advocate for a whole bunch of trucks getting knocked around, but man, the bumpers are used. Keep going through. Here's 13 of Sirocco, last week's winner at Bristol. Had a couple first-timers last week. Actually, you know what? I think all 3 race winners. Sirocco won his race. Carroll won his race in a couple years. And then Stout Whiskey, he won his race in the Cup Series. So all 3 are, you might as well just say first-time winners, because it printed dang close to it. So congrats again to everybody that was able to roll it into victory lane last week at Bristol. Keep going through. Here's a Hasty Cripple. '88 of Watt Racing. Yeah, Knights, I know soon enough you'll be there. I completely get it, man. One of these days, one of these races will go 100% right for you, and at the end of it, instead of having to tell what happened that week, you'll be accelerating now. Let's keep going through. Now, starting to get to that point, and I think the 19 of Horn might have just been a little bit of a recipient of that. We're starting might be getting to the point where the tires are wearing a bit more. So, I'm not quite sure what Horn is doing right here. Definitely some contact between himself and the 37 of Bod Fusion. Letting them go. I know that these two did have an issue in pre-race, so not sure if that is part of it or what, but definitely some hard racing, quite a lot of contact right there. There's a 3-car of KB Racing. Whatever that was going on right there between Horn and Bod, I think Horn might have had enough of it. There's a 90 truck of Pop Berry's spun around. I wonder if maybe he's on a higher preset. That's why he was off the pace earlier. 90. Again, you can keep a bit of a run off the high side here at Richmond. So that's why you see not everybody's got the truck pitched down to that low line. You see the 21 coming out of the pits as 99 of Turner goes on by. Chewy Viewman again. Still your race leader though. Sledgehammer sitting here in that 47. I believe that he's led just about every lap, except for maybe the first couple before that quick caution came out. '81 is Smitty with Wassing very close in tow. Hey, what's going on, Amor? I'm doing all right, bud. A little under the weather, but all the same. Got a bottle of OJ sitting next to me. Got work tonight. Normally don't work on Mondays, but decided to work MLK Day and get my holidays for the year over with. So, no, other than that, man, I'm doing pretty good. We've only had one caution so far this race. The guys have been doing pretty well. We check out the 5 Little Tank and 88 Watt Racing. Going to try to get underneath him and follow the 81 of Smitty through. Crowd him up towards the wall just a little bit though. No contact. You're going to stay single file. Hard, clean racing. How are you doing, Amor? I am starting to see more and more of these trucks getting pretty loose coming off the corner. So I'm guessing some of these guys that were running a higher pre for qualifying maybe didn't put it back down, as it looks like he's going to try to get into the pits here. Yep, right after the dotted line, roll into the apron, get down to pit road speed, and there's an entry by Double J. 6 is Shadowlack. Yeah, man, good in that. I don't know if HD is actually going to be streaming that. I think Zane's actually going to be streaming that on his Twitch channel. So any of y'all that are planning to watch the eSpark race after this, more than likely it will be on Twitch, not YouTube. 69 Rowdy Burns, 13 Soroka. Soroka has been on a tear these last several weeks, whether it's been in trucks or Xfinity. He's been able to really pull off a lot of great finishes. Like I said, he won last week at Bristol, but he's been up in the booth. I want to say the last what 4 or 5 weeks in almost everything that he's ran in. So, guys, definitely been running really strong. And between with the laps that him and Jelly Roll have put in, it's no doubt they have put in the practice time to make sure that they've got the best possible chance at winning each and every week. So again, Soroka, we absolutely appreciate all the efforts that y'all put in. They keep going through. Here's 16 of Chaos Outlaw. Nice looking paint scheme. 21 of Hasty Criminal. Watt Racing still got the 81 really close in tow with the five truck of Mill Tank. I believe if that's not the 5, nope, it's a 94 Hooters machine. But for King Outbreak, I haven't really talked much about him tonight. Let's see here. Bod Fusion making his pit stop. 1900 still on track. May or may not have made his pit stop yet, but these guys are definitely getting very strung out. If they couldn't get in their full setup with the that first little quick caution that came out, they should be able to get it completed with this pit stop right here. Here's a 9 of Carroll. Looks like he was loose. Maybe made a little contact with the wall. Again, the 99 of Terms. A lot of different lines being run going around this track. All right, so here's these guys coming out of the pits. What they should be doing is really actually, you know what? We'll jump on board with the 2 and do, man. I'll show you the exit of the pits. Basically, hugging the apron all the way around, staying close to the inside wall, and merge on a track coming down the backstretch. It's just that simple. Keep going through the field here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Carroll's stream right now and see where we're sitting. Looks like Carroll right now is going through 3 and 4, so I'll get us a lap count. Looks like we're sitting at 18 laps are remaining in stage 1. So yeah, it looks like pretty much everything's very green. Everybody's done a pretty good job keeping off each other for the most part. Let's see, it looks like the leader right now is on pit road, so let's see if we can find out who that is right now. On Carroll's stream, it's a custom car. So I'm almost wondering if it might be this custom 16 for Chaos Outlaw. And I'm sure as we get back to or finished out this pit cycle, it'll more than likely get back to the 47 and the 45. Keep going through the field. 21, a Hasty Cripple. Through the pit stop, these two have been together. Pretty much for the entire first part of the race, anyway. The 81 of Fort Smitty and the 88 of Watt Racing, last year's Cup Series champ. more the leader before was the 47 of Sledgehammer and the 45 of Duncan, really close in tow. See if I can't find those two. Pretty good battle right here between Bod Fusion at 37 and 13 of Soroka. I know Bod Fusion's definitely got some damage to his outside when him and the 19 were tackling a little bit. But it looks like 13's been able to get by the 37. He's going to press up. Here's 19 and the 9. 9 of Carroll, 19 of J.R. Horn. Let's see if I can get you who the current leader is. And it looks like right now it's the truck that's right in front of Carroll. Looks like the 90 is retired. So yeah, right now this is your leader, the 47 of Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer did send out a message, a tweet, I should say, earlier today, saying he thought he'd have a pretty good truck for tonight. Usually when he does that, he's pretty close to being on point. Amor, do you have a horse in this race, or and who would you pick to take it all tonight? How about you? Who do you got? Stout, if you're still here, who do you got? Country Girl with Matt not racing tonight. Anybody that you've got? All right, 81 is Smitty. There you go. Yeah, he's right here with Soroka. Definitely, I believe he's within the top 5. Pretty much every truck regular, besides Matt. Unfortunately, Matt's not in the field tonight, but you got the crawl that goes across the top of the screen underneath the community information, and then you've got the crawl on the bottom that shows you who's who as far as where points go. And that crawl is showing the top 16 points. Bud Light, gonna keep going through. 12 Rowdy Burns, or Double J. 69 Rowdy Burns back there. 6 Cadillac. There's old Rowdy Burns. Rocking some Flex Seal colors tonight, it looks like. Let's keep going. A little bit of a battle here between the 13 and the 9. Looks like 13 is going to be able to get down low and really be able to carry the speed through that corner a lot better than the 9 was able to. Although 9 was on the high side, I might have just been giving the line to him. Not quite sure. He might be trying a little something extra. All right, yeah, that's good reasoning. Yeah, Mountaineer, I think Sledge could very well pull it off tonight. It's completely possible. Soroka is definitely a good choice. Swats is in Xfinity. His brother, though, Cadillac, he's in the race tonight. Let me see if I can go ahead and find him for you. Oh, caution's out. More than likely, that's the end of the stage. So Smitty was pretty close to the front before. Let's see where he lines up after everybody's going to have to pit. Yeah, Swats, KG Swats, he's just in, he's, I'm pretty sure he's just in Xfinity. I could be wrong though. Guys have been bouncing around a lot, so not 100% sure. So here's the 81 of Ford Smitty. That's Moore's pick to lock it all down tonight. All right, so yeah, Sledgehammer. He's got the point. He's going to be the first one to see the green. There's the 81 of Smitty to his outside. The 13 of Soroka right behind him. So the picked, the ones that y'all have picked so far, that's who's up front. So all of you got a pretty good sense. Hey, Coey, how are you? Things are going pretty good. I had one caution early in the race. Since then, it's all been green. I'm hoping, but right now I don't jinx that, but I'm gonna work my way through the field here a little bit. Here's second, third, and fourth. Looking back from the 6. And there we go, a little bit deeper, a little bit of patience, a little bit of give, a little bit of take. Yeah, still racing hard. Looks pretty good. A little bit of door contact there between the 81 and the 88. Series champions from last year. 81 of Smitty won Xfinity, and the 88 of Watt Racing won trucks. King outbreak here in the Hooters truck. Bod Fusion, he's got that truck in the wind. I don't think he's all that set up tonight. Absolutely got some problems. Three of KB Racing, looking back from the 99. Bad Lead Racing. Another one looks like he's got the truck kind of hanging out in the wind. Papa Bear, early retiree. 9 truck Carroll. Yeah, looks like so far these guys have really gotten settled into a groove. A whole lot of nose to tail, but everybody's really checking up, not dive bombing the corners, not really ruffling too many feathers just yet. I do expect that to change a little bit later on. You see the 5 of Little Tank looking to the inside of the 6 of Shadowlac. 2 of Dooman's going to go ahead and try to follow that 5 straight through. No contact. Great racing. Just able to get through the corner a bit better. 45 of Duncan, the 88 right in front of him. Looks like right now, though, it's still going to be the 47 and the 13 up front. In fact, here is your battle. 13 is Soroka, really low on the 47. Could be able to get through just a little bit sooner, which means he'll be able to get back to the throttle a little sooner. Let's actually take a lap around here with old Watt Racing here, and see if maybe we can't turn this up just a little bit. right, so yeah, that's a couple laps from your series champ, Watt Racing in his '88. Definitely hear that motor screaming down the front stretch and down the back stretch. Pretty good. Going to keep going through. Looked like he was making some pretty good time up on King Outbreak in this '94. Right ahead of the '94, you got the 13 of Soroka and the 47. Let me go ahead and check in with Carol's stream here, not only for a lap count, but find out who our leader is. And I'm going to guess it's the 47 because it's showing as a custom number. So yeah, Carol right now is showing in 13th place out of the 20 that are on track tonight. See if we can't some kind of a battle going on here. 20 trucks on track. They're getting pretty spread out, being pretty respectful. Bit of a battle between the 37 and the 99. 99 again, a new guy to the NNR Truck Series. Him and KB420. I believe that there's one other guy. But here's the 2 of Duman, 9 of Carroll, 69 of Rowdy Burns. Yeah, so far I'm guessing this is your battle for first right here. So it's the 47 of Sledgehammer, 13 of Soroka, 88 of Watt Racing. They've kind of pulled away from this other little duo right behind them. There you go, Smitty. Looked like might have gotten a little loose there off the corner. 45 of Duncan, your Roval winner. 12 with Double J. Whoa, a little bit of a pile up on the, I'm guessing this was an issue, somebody slowing up on track, but I just got to it as it was starting. So this is our second caution of the race. Not too bad. Definitely going to be some trucks fixing up some damage. See the 45 of Duncan was absolutely in that. The hood on that thing was all smashed in. Looks like the 13 of Soroka got some damage there as well. So this happened in the front of the field then. So I'm going to guess this happened with somebody either going into or coming out of the pits. Because all three leaders, I haven't seen the 47 of Sledgehammer just yet to see if he was included. Let's actually see if we can find him. No, looks like Sledgehammer's truck's clean for the most part. So up front, I see the 5 Little Tank and 90. I believe that's a 94. Little Tank's going to have a decent run on the outside, a little bit of a push there from behind. Some guys are setting up their trucks a little loose. I know these corners are, they can be pretty tight. You still got to be able to drive the truck. You can't set it up to where it's so loose that all you are is just a moving roadblock because you can't get the truck under you. So here we go, 3 wide coming off 2. 69, Rowdy Burns able to make that work. I'm guessing this truck on the high side, Little Tank, is really, really loose because it doesn't seem like you can really get into the throttle all that much. And a good quarter of the field have actually gone ahead and passed him by. Either that or he's just waiting for a spot on the bottom to open up. You can try to dive in there. But way, way to race heads up, little tank. Good job. 45 of Duncan right in front of 13 of Sirota. Right on to the inside of Rowdy Burns. A little close. Looked like Rowdy might have gotten a little loose. Switch truck and Double J again. There's 6 of Shadowlack. Restarts are always fun. Don't want to see them because of cautions. You know, after the stage break, yeah, sure, not a problem. But, man, that's when everybody's tires are the freshest. You want to get the most out of them. You still got to be somewhat careful of how you're racing, but at the same time, you got to be aggressive and take what you can get before the field gets spread out, which is what we saw just a little bit ago. Speaking of seeing things, guys, if top of the screen, you know, this blue line with all the league's information up here, please, by all means, head on over to Twitter or go to the website and take a look at what's been going on. All the points are updated for all 3 series, the Cup, Xfinity, and the trucks. So go ahead and take a look. Also, go visit the store. Coey has done a lot of work in putting a bunch of ideas together, and with our partner for the apparel and merchandising line. I mean, there's things. There's keychains, there's decks of cards, there's boards and stickers, there's hoodies, there's polos, there's T-shirts, there's wall clocks, there's golf balls, there's pillows. I mean, Coey has really taken a lot of suggestions that people have made, and got a pretty good little catalog going. So Coey, again, you know, you've heard a lot of us say thank you for all the time and all the effort, a lot of the money that you've put in to NNR. Man, it's not it doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you very much. Keep going through. As Coey's saying, there's a wreck in the back. Yeah, there was a wreck in the back a 2 ago, but it looks like everything is on the up and up. And there you go, straight from Coey. Some of the things in the NNR merchandising store are 25% off right now. The highest, or the only other coupons I saw there were about 15% off last week when I ordered a couple things. So guys, head on over, nnr.com, click on the store, browse the catalog, pick yourself up something nice. Mountaineer, I'm glad you chimed in right when you did, because I know you just bought yourself a polo, and underneath the NNR logo, you were able to get your gamer tag embroidered into the shirt as well. So just an example of how you can really customize it for yourself. Let's see here. So again, you know, if you're new to the stream, please head on over and click that follow button. Click subscribe. Support your NNR Twitch channel. On Thursday nights, please be sure to follow HD Motorsports on his YouTube. Definitely work hard to bring you every race, keep things updated, try to keep it as fresh as we can. 37 a bot again, 19 a horn. KB 420 is the other one of the other 3 of the guys that are in the race tonight. There's Bad Lead is 32. A pretty nice looking paint scheme. Lot of customs. Pop Bear out early again. 9 and Carroll, right behind 69 and Rowdy Burns. Now, these two were joking around a little bit about how little, I should say, of a bumper Rowdy had after last week's race or Xfinity race at Bristol. I guess Carroll took just about every bit of his rear end away. So they were joking around about it. But you know what? When friends can have fun and joke about the last week's race that really didn't go too well, it's still fun. Looks like Terms making his green flag pit stop. So it's like we're right in that time frame. Again, I'll go ahead and I'll pull up Carroll's stream here right quick to see where he sits. Looks like Carroll right now is still 13th out of 20th, and the leader is going into 1 and 2 as he's coming off 3 and 4. So he's pretty much just a straightaway away, or on the opposite side of the straightaway. Again, not too shabby. Let's take a look here. Watching the 2 and 2 man there. So I'm going to guess that the 47 of Sledgehammer, Mountaineer, I think, calls him out earlier that he's more likely going to be able to get this done. He's definitely showing a lot of strength, a lot of speed. As long as he doesn't mess up either on restarts or going in or coming out of the pits, he could be the man, because right now he is absolutely just walking away. See Terms coming out of the pits. He's the 81 of Smitty with the 12 of Jay. Trying to look underneath. Pretty close battle there. I'm going to guess this is second and third. Soroka in the 13th and the 45 of Duncan, followed closely by the 6 of Shadilak and the 81 of Smitty. I'm going to guess that rounds out your top 5. Yes, Sledge absolutely has a good truck and more. I've gotta agree with you. It seems like he's able to roll the center a little bit better than everybody else and get back into the gas coming off as well. Let's actually catch up to him and see if we can't crank one up. As soon as I find him here. There he is. Let's go ahead. Let's have a little crank it up session. That is about 4 laps, courtesy of your current leader, Sledgehammer. Looks like he's pretty much got a corner all to himself. The 13 is Saruk and the 45 of Duncan are kind of running nose to tail, trying to maybe draft a little bit, catch back up. But you really got to be able to handle the corner the same as the truck in front of you to do any real drafting. Speaking of real drafting, next week, guys, Talladega. It's going to be an amazing race. I'm really looking forward to it. So, if you don't have anything, you ain't got anything to do with family or whatever, please by all means, check it next Sunday night. Talladega Super Speedway, all draft. It's going to be interesting to see if anybody's able to pull any kind of fuel strategy. You can save a whole lot in the draft. We all know that J.R. Horn won Daytona earlier in the year with the 5 of Little Tank pushing them all the way. Maybe we'll see the roles reversed. Maybe Horn will push the 5 to his first victory here in NNR. But yeah, that's next week. 45 of Duncan. He was just running there with the 13 of Soroka. I'm guessing maybe I missed Soroka go down pits, or no, that's looks like that's Soroka a few trucks back. Maybe Soroka hit the wall and I didn't see it. But keep going through here. 12 truck, double J. Cadillac again. Right in front of the 81 of Smitty. There you go, Rowdy Burns. Alright, so yeah, something's definitely happened with Soroka. Or maybe he's just already pit. He's definitely making pretty quick work the 12 of Double J on that bottom line. I see the 88 of Watt Racing right behind these guys. And then there's the 2 of Dumet. Now again, there are no Cup Series regulars in any of the lower series, at least as of now. So all these guys, they're earning max points for themselves. The Cup guys, back in the day, they used to call them bushwhackers. Whenever guys from the Cup Series would come down into the trucks, and then the Busch Series to get that seat time, that's always really valuable. The cash isn't bad, and neither are the trophies, but it was really all about the seat time. So you won't see, at least again for now, unless something changes, you won't see any more Cup regulars running in either the trucks or Xfinity. However, with a guy like Soroka, a guy like Sledgehammer, a guy like Smitty, who are either admins or started out in the lower series have been called up to truck, they can still run their race in the lower series because that's where they started. So they're still in a points battle for that. Such an example would be Soroka. So you won't see as many Cup Series regulars in the lower series anymore. Keep going through. There's the 88 of Watt Racing with the 13 of Soroka to his outside. Pretty good battle here. Looks like 13 might have been able to pinch that 88 down just a little bit, getting into and coming off the corner. Let's see if he's able to do that again. Actually, he's giving him quite a bit more room. About a half a lane up. 88 is able to hold on to that position for now. Or he might have just taken it, not 100% sure. Either way, good racing between the two. 94 of King Outbreak. Got a lot of damage to the front right of that truck. Looks like maybe getting into a wall, or might have been that last caution that was there. All right. Looks like the 9 of Carroll might have just gotten a little loose and tagged the wall just a bit. 99 of Terms again. 2 of Dewman catching up to the 13 of Soroka. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Soroka's going to go to the inside wall. 2 of Dewman underneath the 12 of Double J. A little bit of contact there. Great driving, great hands by the 13 of Soroka, though. And it looks like caution is out. Let me check Carroll's stream, see if that's for. Yep, that was for the stage. So um, it looks like only about the top 12 or 13 are on the lead lap. That's yeah, it's actually the top 11. Badly in that 99 is the last truck on the lead lap. Everybody else ahead of him is I'm sorry, everybody else behind him is actually a lap down. That's the kind of pace that Sledgehammer is really putting down right there. But we're about to excuse me, start the final segment. Let's see if I can't get back up to that 47. I just missed him. We'll go back through again. Only 20 trucks are on track tonight. There we go. All right, so it looks like he's actually going to be starting P3 underneath the 81 of Ford Xfinity. Get a little bit of a shot to the back bumper of the 45 of Duncan. And it looks like to make up stage 3, there, excuse me, as soon as Carroll comes across the start-finish line, I'll get us a lap count for this last stage. And as Carroll comes across the line, there's 81 laps remaining. So 81 laps to declare the Richmond winner. But either way, great racing by just about all tonight. Kind of look forward from the trail on this 81. You see the 47 and the 45 up front. Now the 47, he's had mostly clean air on his truck tonight, so we'll have to see what he's capable of doing with a little bit of dirty air from that 45. So far, hasn't really been able to catch up or make up any time. The 45 absolutely seems like he's able to roll that corner just as good as the 47 was able to earlier, and the 81 is right here in tow. So your top 4 are all pretty much nose to tail. Looks like the 2 in Dooman is having a pretty good night as well. But taking those two stages, that's a lot of extra points for the 47 of Sledgehammer tonight. Great race for him. Yep, two of Dooman is I believe on, like you said, on Matt's team, and he's running right up here in top 4, top 5. So good night so far for the 2 of Dooman, and the 88 of Watt Racing right behind him. 5 of Little Tank. The inside of the 19, able to keep that down. 19's going to have a pretty good run off the high side here. Don't think he's going to be able to clear the 5. It's going to be very close though. Looks like the 5 Little Tank getting a shot right there. There's your top 5. Here's your leader. So Duncan's come into NNR, and he's really made a pretty big statement so far. You know, winning the Roval, running up front here. He's showing, yeah, you know what? I can hang with you guys. So good race so far for the 45 of Duncan, 47 of Sledgehammer, 81 of Fort Smitty, 88 of Shadowlack, 2 of Dooman, 13 of Soroka. Good night so far for all those guys. Now all these guys, they do put in their time, their practice time. If I've never said it before, in order to qualify for a race on any given night, they've actually got to put in the time and post a picture to one of the community chats or forums, and they've got to show their time, show how many laps they ran, prove that they were at the right track. There's all kinds of things that they've got to do to make sure that they're not just showing up to a track willy-nilly and saying, yeah, here I am. They've got to show that they've actually put in some time to work with their truck, dial it in, Make sure that it's a long run truck, because most of the time NR does produce long green flag runs. What we saw last week in Bristol was not at all indicative on how well or how this community normally operates. So the green flag runs that you're seeing tonight is more like it. So way to recover from last week, drivers. Here's the 13 Soroka right behind Watt. That's about your fourth place truck right there. 16 to Chaos Outlaw, and 21 to Hasty Cripple. Looks like he's another retiree, just like Papa Bear. 88 to Watt. These two series champions have pretty much been running together all night long. 88 Watt Racing is your 2018 Truck Series champion, with Fort Smitty right behind him. He was your 2018 Xfinity Series champ. So a couple champions running nose to tail. They definitely know how to get these races done. $37 of Bod inside the 3. Looks like the 3 checked up. Let Bod go a little bit. 19 a Horn. $32 of Badley is really running all by himself. He looks like he is wicked loose. Something I'll need to keep an eye on. Looks like this 47 of Sledgehammer is starting to reel in the 45. Let's see. That's all right. I don't mind at all, Cody. I don't mind one bit. You know, we took a ride with the 47 earlier. Let's actually take a ride here with the 45. All right, so yeah, it's your current leader, 45 of Duncan E. After the Rover said, yeah, just call me Duncan. So yeah, pretty good race for the guy so far. He's looking at possibly knocking out 2 wins in 3 races. So yeah, he's definitely here to race. Going to keep going through the field here. There's 12 of Double J. Looks got another retiree possibly. A 69 of Rowdy Burns. I was actually admiring Rowdy's point standings earlier when I was updating everything. He'd actually jumped a couple spots after Bristol, but by retiring early, he's definitely going to lose those again. Here's 13 to Soroka. as you can see, as with these cars coming through, coming across the start-finish line, which is pretty neat positioning of this of the camera here. They're really, really spread out. So guys are doing a pretty good job. Now at this point, they're really just more worried about racing the racetrack, running those qualifying laps every lap, and trying to make up as much time as they can. And with the few people pulling down pit road, obviously, another pit cycle is well underway. Um, Not sure who that last truck that pulled down, but there's your leaders. They're flashing on by. There's the 13. Here comes the 81. There's the 6, Cadillac, Double J. I mean, yeah. So let's get back out on track with these guys. Still going through. 32 with Badley. Badley looked like he was just about to be lapped right there. He was 90 Carroll. Here's your top two, and looks like the 47 he's continued to run pretty strong. I don't know if he's showing everything that he's got right now, or if the 45 has just made his truck much better, so where he's able to completely not only keep up with the pace that the 47 was setting earlier, but he's matched his pace. So yeah, 47 is um, he's trying to do all that he can do to catch back up to the 45 Duncan. Fort Smitty rocking the NNR Heat logo on the hood of his truck. Looks pretty good. I like that paint scheme. A little bit of contact there with the wall. 5 Lil Tank. I think Lil Tank has his, like most do. Like I really think he has his favorites. Which track he really really excels at, and others he shows up and really tries to just minimize losing points as much as possible. As he's under fire here from the 19 of Horn on the outside. Oh, looks like he got the apron there just a little bit. That's going to make him check up. Looks like he was a little loose off the corner. Horn's going to be able to capitalize off that, and Horn's going to take that spot. Good heads-up racing by Horn, and way to keep that truck down low after getting loose, Lil Tank. Good job. Again, here's your leaders. 47 continues to click off some pretty quick laps. He's definitely in the 45's draft by now. Now, Richmond is in no way any big draft track. It does count for a little bit, but you've got to be more You've got to be more in a rhythm in order to really put it all together at this place. And so far, the 45 and the 47 have absolutely been the class of the field. Battle here behind the 88. Let's see if we can't catch that on another car. There we go. 37 of Bod, 9 of Carroll. Looks like 37 might have had to check up. He looks like he might be a little tight right now. So Carroll was able to take that high line momentum and get by the 37. To 19. And here we go. Green flag pit stops underway. All right, so yeah, you're still your top four. You got the 45 of Duncan, 47 of Sledgehammer, 88 of Watt Rate, and the 13 truck of Soroka. Looks like there's the two of Dooman to run out your top five. And it looks like sixth would be right here, Fort Smitty. Green flag pit stops are absolutely underway. It's actually here's the 32 of Badly Racing, actually coming out of the pits and merge on the backstretch. Good little race going on right there. Not quite sure what happened with the nine of Carroll. Oh yeah, trucks are absolutely getting loose. Some people have set their trucks up to be a little too loose on the long run, but hey, whatever they've got to do to get through a couple of these corners here at Richmond. See the 2 of Dooman, the 6 of Shadowlack going into the pits at the same time. Looks like the 6 made up a ton of time right there on Dooman. So it's gonna be interesting how they come out. Yeah, the more fuel burns off, the lighter the truck gets. Absolutely. That's why some people qualify a little bit better than others. All right, coming back out. There's the 13 of Soroka. I saw the 2 of Dooman coming out, 6 of Shadowlack coming out. Dooman's going to go ahead and merge up on track. Looks like he's actually made up a little bit of time. So looks like Dooman had a really good pit entry. For anybody that's new watching the stream, please, by all means, go on up, hit that follow button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications. That way you don't miss a race with NNR anytime we're on track. Whether it's Sunday nights here with the trucks, Tuesdays with our Xfinity, or Thursdays over on YouTube with the one and only HD Motorsports. Yep. Follow along with us, and you'll keep up with the best default league going. Best on presets, no doubt. 21 of Hasty Cripples retired. Here's old Watt Racing. Looks like a little bit of a battle here with the 19 of JR Horn. 88's going to have the preferred line down low. I think Horn might have kind of checked up for him, said, hey, you know what? You're definitely faster than me. Go ahead and jump on up in front there. Let's maybe I can learn a thing or two. Horn is an NNR veteran. Probably he's one of the only remaining original members. So glad that he's still here with us and running competitively. Watt Racing, 9 of Carroll. go ahead and catch back up to. Oh, I'm glad I did, just as I did. Look at this. The 47 of Sledgehammer has actually been able to get back from the 45. Not quite sure if it was through pit strategy or what, but good big battle here for the lead. 45 of Duncan is underneath the 47. 47 is going to try to maybe pinch him down just a little bit so he can't get into the throttle as soon as he needs to. 47 is still there. Looks like the 45 is going to be able to take that lead, and that could be bad news for the 47. Last time, Sledgehammer was not able to get back by him as much as, or as quick as he would have liked. But still, these guys are absolutely in a league of their own. Let's go ahead and pull up Carroll's stream here right quick. See if we can't get us a lap count. He's coming off of 3 and 4 right now, and it looks like we've got 30 laps remaining. So 30 laps, and looks like he's right behind the 88 of Watt Racing. I'll go ahead and keep going through the field here. Five Little Tank, 12 of J. Double J. Looks like Double J might have had a little bit of an issue turning into the corner right there, but the 5 Little Tank wasn't able to really take advantage of that. So the 12 still has that position. Gonna keep going back through the field. Here's the 6 of Shadowlac, and with the 16 on his outside. Looks like 16 is going to give the 6 all kinds of room. That's going to allow him to take sole possession of that point, or that spot, that position. Here's a 13 to Soroka. Kind of all by himself right now. I'm going to guess this is your third place truck with the 45 and the 47 up front. That's kind of where he's been all night, right there in the top 3. You know, in last year's races in the Cup Series, we used to joke around with the More Smoke a little bit, saying because he'd end up in the booth for post-race interviews with me and HD so often that he had a chair there. We might actually have to break out that chair and dust it off for Soroka. That's really how well he's been running. So great job by whether it's the 13 here in the trucks or the 22 in Xfinity, or I don't remember his cup number right now, but yeah, Soroka's really been a great addition to NNR. '94 King Outbreak. 62 says Mountaineer. Thank you, sir. Carroll looking a little slow, a little squirrely. Looks like he's having a hell of a time trying to keep that 9 truck under control. Like Cody said a little bit ago, he might have that thing just a little too loose. Looks like the 47 might have caught himself behind some lap traffic. Now these guys really should just kind of move over and give 47 some room. Um, they're not racing to stay on the lead lap anymore. They're just simply racing to be the first car one lap down, but you don't hold up the leaders. Oh, big wreck. Looks like the 12 with Double J was included in that. That was on the racing surface, so I expect the caution to come out. And yep, there it is. So we are under caution for the third time, not including stage breaks for tonight. And one person that absolutely wanted to see this was the 47. The 45 did not. He liked what he was seeing in his rear view, how the 47 was being held up by that traffic. But this is going to be an interesting turn of events because I'm sure there are, I'm going to guess there's probably only about 20 laps remaining. I will double check with Carol's stream here in just a second. See if I can't get back to that. There's the 45. Let's see if my camera actually holds it there, though. And no, it didn't. It put me back to... I just had him. I'll get back through again. There we go. All right, so it's the 45 and the 13 up front, 47 down low P3, and the 81 of Smitty on the outside. So 47, 45, 13, 3 wide going into turn 1 and 2. They're going to come off the same way, go down the backstretch. Again, still 3 wide going into 3. Something had to give. 45 is going to try to duck under the 13 to keep that P2 spot. A lot of hard racing right now, and I'm going to get us a lap count as soon as Carroll comes across the start-finish line. It looks like we got 15 laps to go. So this is your race for the lead between the 45, 47, and 13. So right now is really trailing this 47. Going to try to hound him as much as he can. Maybe try to get him to make a little bit of a mistake. But I don't know if Soroka will fall for that. Soroka is absolutely one of the league veterans. And he not only with NNR, he races a lot of other leagues elsewhere as well, both preset and custom setups. Let's see here. Thought I just saw this 13 trying to make a break on the outside, trying to get back up there as quick as I can without making y'all too dizzy. Come on, Trevor. There we go. All right. So, yep, there's your whole lot of blocking going on right there. 47's ducking down low. 13's right there. 45 of Duncan is not too far off. He's right in front of the 81 of Fort Smitty, both on the high line. It's gonna be interesting to see how this works. There's 13's going to try to duck low. 47's going to be up high. 47's really going to need to try to carry that momentum, maybe try to pinch that 13 down so we can't get back into the gas and up towards the wall. Good job by the 47 to keep it there. Looks like the 13's going to have the speed to dive in, but the 47's been great getting through the corner and back to the gas pretty quick. So he'll have to try to pull that crossover move that the 13 just pulled to see if he can get himself back into the lead. I'm sure we're getting pretty close to about 10 to go. Right now, though, this is the battle of that's going to determine your winner. Unless something else happens, caution comes out, and the 45 is brought back in. Looks like 13 either lagged there just a little bit or got a little loose. Either way, it's still 13 to Soroka, 47 of Sledgehammer, and these guys are really going to try to settle it out amongst themselves. I'm going to kind of take a look back just a little bit further. I'll get back to your leaders here in just a second. There they are. So this is the vantage point that Sledgehammer has right now, really trying to keep pressure on that 13. But it looks like the 13 might have had his truck right when he needed it. going to try to do what I was talking about Duncan here just a little bit ago. He's going to try to have what it takes to get 2 wins in 3 races. I'm still watching Carroll's stream as he's a couple laps down. Looks like there were some issues, and we're running with 6 laps to go. Soroka is absolutely extending his lead. It doesn't look like the 47 is able to carry the corner as much as he was able to before, and I don't think anybody's really caught up to 47. So again, the 47 really just kind of have to hope that the 13 makes a mistake and he's able to capitalize on it. Maybe hit the apron or maybe tag a wall or whatever, getting in or coming off the corner. Maybe get a little loose. That really seems like it's going to be about Sledgehammer's only option. Otherwise, the 13 of Soroka is just going to keep clicking off these laps as we've now got 4 laps remaining. With Soroka really pulling away, again, the only hope that Sledgehammer has is something happening. But looked like right there in the shot from the 47, the 81 of Smitty was back there wrong. I think that might be the 2 of Duman. Not 100% sure. As we got a caution. Nope. Let's see. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Carroll was a couple laps down, so that's actually the race right there. Not a caution. So great race between the 13, the 47, and the 81 of Fort Smitty. Those should be the ones that I get to interview here at the conclusion once these guys are off the track. But again, great job to the 13, the 47, the 45, the 81, the 2. Um, you know, all those guys that really kind of showed that they might have been just the class of the field. They were absolutely up front all night long. Stayed out of harm's way for the most part. Yeah, we're gonna get to talk to him here in just a second. Thank you, Carol, very much for your stream assistance. Always appreciated. And we're gonna get back to our booth. Let's take a look. As you see your finishing order up on the screen now. Again, guys, please, by all means, take a second and head on over to nnrleague.com and visit the store, check your points, see where your favorite drivers are as far as standings, see what their top tens, top fives, uh, pole positions. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook. Just look up NNR. You'll see a few different pages come up for the trucks and Xfinity and Cup Series. Great job by everybody tonight. And I'm going to back out of the race. I really don't want to go to Road America. We're going to come back to the main screen here. All right. Let's see. All right. Now I'm going to get myself back to our booth. Let's see. All right. So far, I see Sledgehammer and Soroka in here. We're just waiting on the, I think it's the 81 of Smitty. Great race tonight, guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely great race. Let's see. Can one of you please send an invite or a message to Smitty? I'm guessing, post race might have a little bit to deal with, but yeah, want to try to get y'all looked after. Talladega next week. That is gonna be fun. Let's see. NNR home.
What happened to you, Sledge? Were you loose? Tight.
Tight.
All right, I'm actually gonna go ahead and send Smitty just a message on.
I sent him one.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'll start with you, Sledgehammer, and I'll come back to Smitty. Man, in the beginning part of the race, it seemed like it was going to be the 47 and 45 show. Soroka was kind of mired back in traffic. So was Smitty. It seemed like once the first five or excuse me, three were able to scoot away. It was pretty much your race to control and command, do whatever you felt you needed to do. Um, I did notice that in the beginning you were pretty much able to roll the center a little bit better than others were. I'm guessing that was a preset selection by you, or maybe you were able to get your setup in just as that first short caution came out. Tell us about your race a bit there, Sledgehammer.
Pretty dejected, being honest with you. Dominated. I knew Duncan had a better car, but he would get mired in traffic or something would happen. And then stage three, he finally got in front of me, and then so I pitted a couple laps in front of him, and got the lead for a little bit, and then he passed me again. Then we got the caution. He didn't pit for some reason. He's the only one in the lead lap that didn't pit, so we blew by him in that last run. A, it got tight for no reason, and B, I had people inviting me for e-spark, so
Gotcha,
just junk.
gotcha. Well, man, it's gonna be you took what both stages before that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you think about the bonus points for both of those stages, as well as a P2 finish tonight. Man, I was doing the points earlier, getting them on the crawl, which you'll see if you go back and watch the race. You're doing great, man. Keep it up. I saw your tweet earlier talking about the doubleheader tonight. It seems like every time you do that, every time you got a doubleheader, maybe you get into a zone, you do really well. Man, congrats on another top three, sir. All right, Smitty,
Hey,
that man, that black and blue paint scheme looked like you might have got a couple black and blues back there with the pack most of the race, but you were able to kind of pull it along. But you struggled, but you struggled at the top half of the field. Tell us about your race.
struggle was the word there. Definitely was a race where I struggled to find any speed to hang with the top guys. Uh, I just needed track time tonight for Thursday's race.
Yeah, Thursday's race here as well as excuse me, it's spelled excuse me again. Tuesday night's race, it's going to be really interesting. I'm sure with the Xfinity cars, we'll have 30 plus people on track again. That's going to be great. I can't wait to see that. But man, I know you're not running for points here. You're not running. You're just. It's all about the trophies and the track time. But any shout outs, sir?
I'd like to thank NNR. I'd like to thank Coe, UP. I'd like to thank everybody that makes this possible. I'd like to thank Dr. Pepper, of course. They're the traditional drink of me. I'd like to thank Sirius XM. They hopped on for tonight's truck and won my limited few starts. I'm glad to have them as a sponsor. I'd like to thank Chevy, of course. They build awesome trucks and cars for me to drive in virtually. And I'd like to thank everybody that I race with.
All right, man. Well, no, you're getting it done every week. So, congrats. I think HD said it last week that Heat Four has really agreed with the way that you like to get around these tracks. So, congrats again, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Soroka,
Yes.
buddy, buddy. I was talking about Duncan. in the beginning because he was up there. He had a really fast car for the track. It looked like you were able to dial your car in or your truck in a little bit later on. You know, the same as the 47, but he had some pushing tight issues. I did notice that on stream. In fact, I think I commented on it that he didn't look like he was able to roll the center the way that he was able to earlier, where you were able to, and then you were able to get on the gas pretty quick. But I made a comment about last year's NNR races. Every week in the cups, um, we joked about a more smoke having a seat of his own that was just there for him in the booth to hop into after every race. That's how consistent he was to get to post race interviews. I'm starting to see a trend with you, sir.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm consistent.
you are absolutely consistent, and during the stream I also mentioned it's all about the practice, the effort, the time that you and excuse me, Jelly Roll and a couple others take to make sure that you're prepared for most of the time for the long run, because that is really what NNR is known for, having long runs throughout the stages. Last week's race was kind of a fluke, but
Yeah.
you've really seemed to put it together. You got noticed by the Cup guys. You got called up to race with them in your 62. You're in the 22 in the Xfinity Series, so you're getting all kinds of track time within this community. What do you attribute all this success that you've had so far to, if not just for the practice?
Um, I don't know. Just practice, practice, and more practice. That's all you can do.
Yeah, they absolutely do say that practice makes perfect, and man, you've been perfect. This is 2 wins in the last 3 races. You got it done, and man, I'm excited to see what you're capable of the rest of the season. But you're really quickly turning into a championship favorite. A lot of people talking about you. Man, congratulations. Any shout outs from you, sir?
Um, Shout out to Jelly Roll. He's been
All right.
going through some tough times right now.
All right. Well, yeah, absolutely. Jelly Roll, you be thinking about you if you watch this later or whatever, and you need the chat, man. I'm always around. I'm sure Soroka feels the same way. Soroka, you please after the race is over. I'm not sure if you have a Twitter or not. If you do, please send
No,
me you don't.
no.
Okay, I was trying to find you, see if you did. I was gonna tag you, but not a problem. But man, yeah, congrats on another win. It's
Thank
gonna
you, Pete.
you're very welcome. It's gonna push you up a little bit further in those point standings. It's gonna get you a bit closer to Watt Racing. As for me, guys, gals, children of all ages, please, if you're watching this now, if you watch it later, please head on over, smash that subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit notifications. You won't miss anything within NNR. We are live every Sunday night here with the trucks. You can possibly watch another dominating race by Soroka, or share the domination between him and a couple other guys. Um, Check out the Xfinity races on Tuesday nights, and then of course Thursday nights over with HD Motorsports on his YouTube channel. If you follow us on Twitter, you'll see all the links. Most of the time, the links are in the descriptions. But we will see you Tuesday night with the Xfinity cars right here. Thursday night again right here with the Cup guys. But next week for the trucks, they're going to be at the One Wild Talladega, all draft. We all know what it's like. See what kind of fuel strategy happens to play out. But until then, I will catch y'all around the track.